The Eastern Cape Education Department will today hold a media briefing to outline the challenges facing schools. Let's give you a sense of what we can expect at that briefing. Newzroom Afrika Siphosethu Booi joins us this morning. Siphosethu, it's great to see you. And of course, challenges, when we talk challenges facing schools, this will no doubt include infrastructure damage as a result of the flooding.
Well, that's quite correct, Michelle, and it's no secret that the Eastern Cape province has been one of those provinces that have not been performing pretty well as far as also the matric pass rate here in the Eastern Cape this year, or rather last year. The pass rate sat at 77.3%, which was an improvement of 4.3%. And of course, when we also speak of some of the challenges, we mention the issue of the school infrastructure, dilapidated classes in and around the areas of Gqeberha, including rural areas, which then also raises many issues, Michelle, with the issue of the pass rate. How do we really expect kids in the Eastern Cape, or rather learners in the Eastern Cape, to perform well when they go to schools that are not at a good state? And we also need to mention the issue of those pit toilets, and it raises many questions also in and around the issue of the sudden passing of Langalam Viki, who passed away in Buffelsdorp, and that story, of course, we covered. We spoke to the MEC, Fundile Gade, about that story of Langalam, also him alluding to the fact that it's still a mystery in terms of what could possibly could have been the cause of death of Langalam Viki. Could it be a case of the child being dumped at the school? You will recall, Michelle, also an autopsy was released that stated that the child was found, of course, with head injuries. So it's also just one of those issues that we are expecting to also hear from the MEC, who will speak to us about that as well. And I'm joined this morning by Mr. Sizwe Zake this morning, who's a parent also here at the Victoria Warmer School here in Gqeberha. Tata, good morning to you. Ndibulela kwakhona ngexesha lakho. Ngeziphi ezinye zezinto mhlawumbi ubunothanda ukuthi u-MEC akakaphathi kuzo ngale minya namhlanje?
Ndabulela siswami ngethuba. Izinto siswami ebendinobawula ukuthi u-MEC aphathe kuzo ngethuba. Sisikolo isise North End apha eGqeberha. Igama laso kuthiwa iKhumbulani. Mna njengomzali nomntana ofunda pha beke ndasivisithe sasikolo, ndake ndatsho udlana endlebe no-principal wakhona ngokwe-situation yesikolo. Sisi wami njengoba uthetha ngesikolo esikwi-rural areas esikwimeko engekho right, come and see iKhumbulani. And eyona nto ifani is that iKhumbulani ikwi-center which is CBD, apho tourist zihamba khona, but you'll never uve i-tourist ifuna ukuya eKhumbulani ngokobugxwayi babo khona eKhumbulani. So ndiyacela u-MEC akasivizithele esa sikolo okanye akathomelise noba ngubani akahambe kayojonga i-security ayikho eKhumbulani. Abantwana bayazingenela bayaziphumela ngokohlobo bafuna ngakhona. Indawo yokuzinceda like ii-toilets, isimo sezikolo, iifestile zophukile, uyayibona, abana-backup ye-generator kuba ngabona kuthiwa there's load shedding. So siyimesi nje, there's no sports field sikhona, i-poles zakhona zawa kudala kuloo nyaka ongasoze uyazi uba zawa nini na, uyayibona, i-tennis field sezakhula ingca ingangam ndimile. So bendawubawela u-MEC uba at least akazame ukuyijonga imeko yaseKhumbulani apha eGqeberha isimo sayo.
That was also, Michelle, one of the parents, Mr. Sizwe, speaking to us about another school that's situated at the CBD of Gqeberha, Khumbulani High School. He just paints a gruesome picture of dilapidated classrooms, including the water and sanitation issue in the school that's at an appalling state, calling for the MEC to also make a visit to that particular school at the CBD here in Gqeberha, Michelle.
Siphosethu, thanks very much indeed for that update. And of course, it's not just infrastructure damage insofar as the recent flooding is concerned, but obviously plenty of legacy issues that are still plaguing the Department of Education in the Eastern Cape.